Divine motherfucking rising. It's the Kaizen, aka Mr. CEO of Control the Motherfucking Game. Right now I'm on the way to the studio, or really the gas station first, but then the studio. But I really wanted to talk to y'all about something today, really put that into the collective. I wanted to talk to y'all about resistance, you know, really break it down, get into the science behind it, different epitomes behind it as well, you know what I'm saying, what people can perceive resistance as, and what's happening in other people's reality. Because realize we living in the same exact reality, just expressed differently. Like we co-creating in different ways, you know what I'm saying, with different reflections around us, but we also living in one main reality. Now I say all that to say, when you face with breakdowns, realize that a breakthrough is coming, you know what I'm saying? I had to slow it down real fast, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get sturdy real quick. My bad, y'all, had to back in. But yeah, like I was saying, when you face with breakdowns, realize that a breakthrough is coming, you know what I'm saying? The reality, the universe, God, the most high, the higher power, whatever you want to say, will test you and see if that's really what you want out of this life. If you really desire what you desire, you know what I'm saying? So it'll throw different obstacles, different adversity, different things to see if that's really what you desire. When you face with resistance, it's imperative for you to really persevere, really give your all, really give your 110% and see how much you got. Sometimes things in this reality appear as if they're falling apart. Whole time, God is aligning everything for you perfectly. You know what I'm saying? You could feel like you losing friends, you could feel like that you losing friends, you losing things in your life. Whole time, God is just making space to bring the abundance in. God is just making space to bring the better friends in. You know what I'm saying? God is just making space to bring everything that you desire into your reality. Hold on, man. I ain't even close my goddamn gas pump, y'all. Hold on. Had to stop real quick, get right. Nobody thinking you feel me? Let me put the pole in. There we go. We just had to close her down real quick. You know, safety first. Safety first too, so let me put on the seat belt. Okay, we got money. Now we can back straight up. You know what I'm saying? And leave out that bit justice. But yeah, God sees your worries, God sees your struggles, God sees your bills, your desires, everything that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? And you really think that your life gonna stay the same forever? You're gonna stay down, it's all gonna go bad. You got a good heart, you're doing everything that you can, controlling what you can, you know what I'm saying? You're maximizing every moment, creating connections, you know what I'm saying? You doing your due, you think that God is just gonna leave you hanging, you know what I'm saying? Long as you play your part, long as you maximize your potential, you maximize your now, you maximize your journey, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we could be too intertwined with another person's journey. We can be too intertwined with what's going on with somebody else, but what about us? Not what's outside of our control, not what we don't have, but literally what about our life? What about our desires, what we want? You feel me? Romans 12:2, I believe it says, don't be conformed by the world. Don't be conformed by the world around you. Don't be conformed by the world around you. Don't be conformed by the materialistic things, the destination, the acquirement, but be conformed by the renewal of your mind, how you think, how you believe, how you move, you know, your faith, your conviction. All of that plays a crucial role in your reality and how it's gonna play out. Realize that your external is nothing but a mirror of your inside world. So when you face with resistance, sometimes it's that confusion getting cleared out for you. You know what I'm saying? When you face with resistance, sometimes it's old weight, dead weight that you no longer need in your reality that's not aligning with where you're going, and you gotta drop it off. Sometimes it's resistance because you may have thought that you was going the right way, how you wanted on your time, you know what I'm saying? And God had a more beautiful plan for you. God had a more aligned plan for you, a bigger plan for you. A lot of times we face with resistance and we quit, and we don't even allow it to crystallize. We don't even allow our life that we desire to manifest before us because we give up, because it's not working how we think it's supposed to work. When you're faced with resistance, that resistance alone is what makes ballers. That's what makes superstars. That's what makes artists. That's what makes creators. We're creating through that. We moving past that. The resistance do not shape us. You know, the resistance don't allow us to stop creating in the moment just because we don't feel like it, just because it's uncomfortable. That resistance really tests us. The science behind it, you feel me? It's realize that it's something called the law of averages, and that's basically every action has an average past deviation, you know what I'm saying? And what that means, breaking down, eventually repeated effort causes inevitable results. Eventually repeated effort causes inevitable results. Now what does that mean? If you keep producing, you keep making shirts, you keep selling shirts, you try to sell 1,000 shirts, at least 10, 100 people are gonna buy some of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's literally the science behind it. You keep pushing out videos, at least one of them motherfuckers gonna pop. You keep putting out healing, natural, you know what I'm saying? Yourself from the inside, and your outside world starts to rebuild. And that's why I stopped panicking. That's why I stopped, you know what I'm saying, getting overwhelmed. That's why I stopped feeling stuck. Because I realized that everything is gonna happen in divine timing, and with the law of averages, it's literally a universal law that confirmation right there. It's literally a universal law that we will be rewarded in abundance to our energy that we release in this realm. You feel me? Realize that our energy is the main currency. Your attention, how you pay attention. You watching this video, you're literally spending energy. Discomfort usually means movement. Think of it like Call of Duty, the games that you play, a video game, you feel me? When you leveling up, when you got a prestige, you know, when you getting that XP, when you trying to get that gun gold, whatever the case may be, you gotta put in work, you feel me? Sometimes you can go a game without getting a headshot. Sometimes you can go a game without getting a bloodthirsty, a kill streak, you know what I'm saying? You can go again, and that don't mean that you played bad, that don't mean that you didn't do your part, but whole time you're not gonna always overperform, you're not gonna always see the result, you're not gonna always have a goddamn chest to open or a piece of thing to look at, you know what I'm saying, a reward, an acclamation, whatever the case may be in this physical that you can compare to that game example. Like, realize that resistance is always going to show itself. That's inevitable, you feel me? Change is inevitable for you. So if you can learn how to operate in resistance, if you can learn how to produce and keep producing and not give up no matter what, bro, you in a whole different realm. And the craziest part is your old self will fight for survival the hardest right before, like, you start evolving, right before your life starts going up. And that's why the procrastination can start to increase. That's why the distractions start to appear. That's why old cycles start to play back. You feel me? That's why old friends start to come around. That's why chaos starts to spark in the air. It's resistance. It's testing to see if you're going to fall back into your old ways or if you're going to really evolve. If you're going to fall into that temptation, you know what I'm saying? Or you really going to be strong and heavy-handed on what you say that you desire. When resistance shows itself up, think of it as a confirmation, like, okay, boom, that's that universe on that BS. That's that adversity trying to test me right now because I'm going up. I know exactly where I'm going. If I've been practicing my emotions, working on how I control myself, and somebody try to make me mad, that's a prime golden test right there, just to see if you doing exactly what you say that you're doing. If you're applying by exactly what you say that you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You trying to save money, you trying to get a new job, you trying to put some money to the side, whatever the case may be, and everybody asking you to go out, oh, come over here, come pull up, come to the club, XYZ. That's your golden moment. That's your golden test right there. The universe testing you to see if you really want what you want, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you feel me, we'll goddamn, a lot of times we'll take the adversity, we'll take the resistance, and we'll think something negative, bruh. We'll think that the universe is playing all terrible or something is going all wrong, whatever the case may be, and the whole time that's not even the case. And it's somebody homeless right now. I'm gonna give him $1, you feel me? I got a spare $1 extra change on me right now, so you're just gonna see what's going on? Act on my intuition. You feel me? If that just steers somebody the wrong way, I apologize. But you feel me? I'm a real big energy person reading. And you know, some things don't be what it is, but it be what we expect it to be. Some things don't be what we expect them to be or our perception of it, but it's what it actually is and it's reality, you feel me? And that's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, that's gonna confuse a lot of people, but the ones with ears is always gonna hear, and the ones with eyes is always gonna see. If you face with resistance, realize that your reality is going up. The universe is throwing things at you so you can really ask yourself if this is what you want out of reality. You say you want to work on being confident and talking in public or whatever the case may be, you're going to be tested with situations of embarrassment. You're going to be tested with a whole bunch of eyes being on you, a whole bunch of opinions, and you may take it as a negative connotation like, oh, worry about yourself, XYZ, whole time. This is the moment that you've been asking for. Realize that resistance comes when your life is going up. I can't stress that enough, or I'm gonna probably say that in this video 100 million times, but that's the main message of this video. Resistance not being an obstacle, resistance not being nothing that's going on, resistance not being nothing that's misaligning, but resistance being clarity. Realize that resistance is the confirmation. Things happen to you and it's inevitable in this reality. What does that mean? That it's bound to happen. Nothing can stop it, nothing can change it, nothing can deter that from happening. So if you know that in your reality, where you are right now and where you want to be, whether that's money, financially, whether that's spiritual happiness, whether that's something in this physical you want to acquire, whether that's confirmation, whether that's a place in this world that you want to visit, whatever the case may be, realize that if you know that that is inevitable, it's bound to happen, then all you got to do is stay in the now. All you got to do is maximize what's in your control. All you got to do is stay in harmony, stay calm, stay happy, stay under control of your emotions. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Don't worry about when. Don't worry about how it's going to happen, but just know it's going to happen. If you live from that wish fulfilled, even through the resistance, even through the bullshit, even through the different reflections that may not align with you, even through the BS that's like, oh hell no, like I just know you're tweaking. If you can stay calm and in harmony through that, living from the wish fulfilled, your destiny is inevitable. Your life is going to go so high and, you know what I'm saying, altitude and fortune and just legendariness because you're acting in authenticity. You're literally persevering through anything the universe is presenting to you. It's not going to be nothing in this realm that can stop you from going where you're going. It's not going to be nothing in this realm that can pull you out of alignment or pull you off track. Right now, I'm about to head to the studio. You feel me? Get productive. Got a little stew session with the mom. We about to see what the fuck going on. Realize that everybody is going through different things in this life. Everybody got resistance going on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got issues, but it's about how you deal with them. It's about what you choose to do, how you choose to respond, how you choose to talk. But yeah, man, we got a studio session. We about to go in here, see what's going on. Let me get all my shit together, you feel me? And then we're gonna catch y'all when we get in there, see what's cracking. It's probably gonna be loud, but hey, man, let's do it. So we just made it to the studio, you know what I'm saying? My boy Sibo had to run out, handle some things. Mob had to handle some things. We got a session pretty soon that's about to hop in here. We got a session pretty soon that's about to come up in here. You know, we about to cook down, get right. And just to add on to what I was talking about earlier, resistance. Realize that resistance is the catalyst to a new life, to a new reality. Resistance is going to be your ultimate test to see if that's what you want out of this lifestyle. There is no right or wrong answer to life. There is no good or bad. There are no sides to this life. It's just about what you want and what you're willing to do to get there. And one very important thing that I want to break down, realize resistance is not just what you think. It's not just somebody pulling you back. It's not somebody just holding on, tugging onto your arm. Resistance can come in different forms and be expressed very differently. I apologize for the PlayStation music in the back. Y'all ignore that. Realize that resistance is the same as principalities. It's the same as distractions. It's the same as adversity. The same as emotional tension, you know what I'm saying? Realize that resistance can come in the form of a friend, a lover, a bad girl, you know what I'm saying? That nigga with money, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is to you that's resisting you from the life that you desire, realize what aligns with you and what doesn't align with you. You can start to see the different forms of resistance. You can know and you can see it in real times, the signs in real times, knowing like, okay, is this a test right now? Do I really need to spaz out? Is this a test of my emotion? Do I really need to spend this money, spend this fragment fragment of energy? Do I really need to text this person back, indulge in that conversation, go through with this move? Realize the different forms of resistance because they can attack you in different ways. Realize once your conscious is a certain level, and that's just a fancy word for awareness in this spiritual community. In this content creating community, a lot of people threw that word consciousness around and don't even really know what it means. It's simply your awareness. It's simply your state of being aware of all the things that's happening to you. You feel me? If you can master yourself staying in harmony, if you can master stepping over that resistance, it's nothing in this reality that's going to stop you from getting exactly where you want. It's nothing in this reality that's going to stop you from getting what you want out of this life. Resistance is just an illusion. Bow. And I know we got a little scene switch, a little change up, This is basically yesterday I was recording a video and we was talking about resistance. And I actually don't know where like I fully ended at or what we ended. Like I know that I went through with the stew session, really didn't get too much of the studio. And you know, we were just talking about stepping over obstacles, using that adversity as a catalyst to your future and moving forward. I just want to close out this video of resistance saying time doesn't exist. Time is not real, you feel me? You don't know how much time you got left. You don't know how much time that you already done spent, you feel me? You having this awakened conscious, you being very aware of what's going on, your actions, you being very aware of the stuff you indulge in, you being very aware of the obstacles and resistance real time is confirmation enough. Is God telling you that you exactly where you need to be. God telling you that you're not out of whack, that you're not out of, you feel me, you're not out of anything. You're not behind, you're not in bad timing. When you see resistance, know that a breakthrough is coming. And remember, it's how you deal with resistance, how you can stay in that harmony, how you can stay happy throughout any chapter of your reality, how you can continue to persevere and pursue your goals through the adversity happening to you. Now, if you haven't, go watch my other videos, definitely go check them out, turn on post notifications, and do not miss a beat because I drop gems daily. I drop gems every here and there as far as in stories as well. So I definitely wouldn't want to miss that. Y'all control the game. I love y'all.